Hello everybody, and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and more Hearts of Iron 4. Man the Guns playing as the British Empire. France is down for the count, and now we are preparing to expose the belly of the Soviets, while also taking back India. And we probably should go through Southeast Asia. I don't really see any reason why not. Heck, it might even be fun to go for a quick conquest of Siam, just so I can join all my land up, but I wouldn't say that that's a very high priority. Are you a puppet of... You are a puppet of the Japanese, the 3rd Guangxi clique. So they'll be fighting the communists. But you, Communist China, not under Mao Zedong, did not join Comintern. So I don't have to worry about them in the future either, which will be nice. Alright, these troops are rapid redeploying right now. Tell you what, you do a quick cutoff. So this guy can't go anywhere, because screw him. That's right. Screw you, Soviets. Don't like you guys very much. Not a fan. Never have been. Push, push, push. Okay. So this will be fine. We have at least a couple of months before we can expose the belly of the bear anyway, so we got enough time to just go ahead and get our affairs in order. Formation wing is done. Air support mission efficiency is probably a good idea. November, we could go ahead and work on our radar, and I guess I will. It's pretty fast right now anyway. I'm going to tell you guys to just be aggressive because I don't feel like wasting a lot of time. Go, go, go. Everything you can pick up, do so. In fact, you know what? You cancel these orders. Front line right here. Push down to all of this. Go. They should be able to handle that, right? I don't expect any resistance. Justification of war against us. Japan is preparing in some way to attack me or my allies. I think they have a national focus that lets them try to take over the Philippines, so that's probably what's going on there, actually. I should allow for a garrison of these areas. Just to reduce the likelihood that things happen to me. Let's actually go ahead and cancel some of that. Anything else? Not at the moment. Either that, or they are looking for something that allows them to go for Hawaii, and they are justifying against my American puppet. That also could very well be a thing. Hey, you guys, can you just do a quick cutoff right here? Alright, we have a better naval bomber for our carriers. So let's upgrade those next. As far as the Navy, I'm going to go for depth charge mortars, so we can go for better anti-submarine warfare. Don't know if it's going to matter, but it certainly is not going to hurt. Okay, we should be able to get a really solid cutoff right here. He actually did manage to bring over a few troops. It's something. How are we doing over here? You guys are still pushing. I don't think you're going to encounter any resistance, so I'm going to tell you to be aggressive and just pick up everything you can. Alright. Just casually, you know, retaking India from the French while we wait for an opportunity to kill the Soviets. Very casual indeed. Oh yeah, he's got no supply. He's doomed. You weren't expecting me here in Bombay, were you? Sorry, French. We have better close air support now. Yay! Do we want to go for better things like fire control? Probably should, right? I feel like that's a little overdue, technically. I'd like you to get a quick surround over here as well. Just overrun him. Perfect. And then, I guess, you just go along the coastline. Let's make sure he doesn't actually land anything else. I don't think he will, but just in case he tries. Alright, unassigned divisions. You'll get assigned over to this. Outdated close air support does need to get upgraded. How do I want to upgrade this? Do I want to give him engine? Not usually. I prefer to give these guys some extra attack. But without the reliability, I'm not very keen, so let's just switch you over to an unupgraded Typhoon. You guys aren't actually doing anything. What the heck is happening here? Tell you what, you get to march all over there. You get to go do all this. And you get to go do all this. Whee! Isn't this fun? Don't you like manually controlling troops because they're too cowardly to actually go and be aggressive? I love it. Hey, for construction, I would like to go ahead and upgrade some air bases that we can use here against the Soviets. Let's make these a high priority item, because I'm going to want to be able to move all my planes over here. What happened to this? The Germans landed. Oh. Well, hello there. Okay, hang on. Purple? Attack! Save the Germans! If you please. With some mixed success. Let's make sure we can actually get him some supplies. He's getting pushed back, and I don't like it. Go, go, go! Save the German friends! The English saving the Germans. This truly is an alternate history. It's amazing. Get in there. Don't let him reinforce. Get him. He's getting pushed back. I don't like it. You guys, push against his mountaineers. You're doing great. You're doing fantastically. There we go. Yay! I saved you, Germany! Mwah! I love you. I love you, too. Front line goes ahead and upgrades up to there. All right, the Germans are now safe. In the meantime, we actually got a pretty sizable cutoff here. Well, that'll be fun. All right, wasn't expecting that aggression, but I like it. Do we want to change conscription laws? Not when we have 2 million manpower, I don't. Better agility for my fighters sounds pretty nice. I could do that. Or, I don't care about accents. Yeah, we're just going to go for super marine. More agility for my fighters. I like that idea. Okay. We are pushing down here. I'm going to go ahead and justify a war goal. Screw it. I need power. Never mind. We did just spend a lot of that, admittedly. Can you guys grab this port real quick so I can have some extra supply generation over here? Thank you. Let's see. You guys just go get everything here. You grab Hanoi. Legionnaires Bulgaria joined the Greater East Asian Co-Prosperity Sphere. Bulgaria joined the Japanese. What a bizarre turn of events. Oh, hello, America. What are you doing in Morocco? Entirely possible that Bulgaria was feeling threatened by the Italians and the Romanians. Can't say that I would blame them. That makes sense. The fall of Leningrad. What? Oh, sure enough, the Germans landed up here in Leningrad. Well, good for freaking you. I'm amazed. Can I just casually run in here and grab your supplies? Nope. Can I just casually murder everybody? Casual murder is the best murder. Tanks, assist. Use that breakthrough. The Soviets are trying to push against me. We have exposed the belly of the bear. Yay. All right. Preempt the strategic threat against Japan is a thing we'll worry about later. They may attack me, and if they do, that's unfortunate. But for now... Wait, why can't I do this? Oh, no, I still can't do this. We aren't democratic officially, so no, we're never going to get these. Aww. I didn't read that line. I wanted to get secret weapons, though. It's so good. All right. Fortify East Asia, then. Iran rejects the demand, but Afghanistan accepts. Thank you. They become my puppet. Oh, they don't just become... They don't just give me naval military access. They actually have to become my puppet. Well, thank you, Afghanistan. Really happy with that. Let's go ahead and set up our front lines. And you are going to have a offensive line to get all the way up to here in this mountain range. You are going to push beyond that and try to control the mountains up here. That's a little bit awkward, but okay. Sure, try for it. Let's see if it works. Not going to call them in yet, though. So yeah, Iran rejects the British ultimatum. Rejected our ultimatum demanding a free passage. Reza Shah said the government fully expects British retaliation and has put their military on high alert. But Afghanistan does submit. The Mexican junta has joined Comintern. What? You're fascist. You're not allowed. Well, that's about to be very awkward, isn't it? Ready. That is the last thing I expected. Really did not think that would happen. Okay. Okay. Well, all of a sudden, I feel very compelled to send some troops over to the Americas. Because, obvious reasons, they are going to be able to push through pretty aggressively now. Mexico was a very smart play. That's almost like how Hitler was trying to get Mexico to join the war, World War II, against the Americans, too. So, are you going to attack now? You're backing up. Why? Why are you backing up? I don't know. Huh. This may be about to explode into something, again, really awkward and difficult to deal with. Just when I thought dealing with the Soviets was bad enough, frickin' Mexico decides to get involved. How very dare you? Alright, I got reinforcements on the way here, right? Slowly but surely, we are getting over here. A lot of Soviets, a lot of French. New destroyer hull. Excellent. Do I want to upgrade some guns? Well, it is 1942. I guess since I'm not going to get the free electronics boost, we're going to go for the research speed of 8%. And I didn't know that Afghanistan automatically got called in. It appears they did, though. Japan declares war on the Dutch West Indies, or East Indies, sorry, but they did not attack me. That's good. I'm going to go for the extra... I'm going to go for the extra recon to start, actually. Well, since we're already fighting, I was waiting to call in Afghanistan, thinking I can control the front line a bit more until I'm ready. But since we're already fighting, I say just go then. The biggest problem here is going to be supply. 100%. Going for some better logistics companies would actually be very wise. Because they're going to be at a pretty substantial advantage since I have so few troops to work with. I'm sorry, so many troops to work with. I keep saying the exact opposite of what I mean. And I don't know what's causing that in my brain, but it's happening. The only way I can really get any good supply will be taking some victory points. Like this. Let's go ahead and pin you down while I grab this. It's not going to be much. But every victory point I get and stuff, it'll add up to a little bit of extra supply in the area. Infrastructure is probably going to be an issue as well. Can you please reinforce over here and you stop attacking? So we're going to cross this river, I guess. All right. Yeah, just spread out and see what you can do. Civilian factories. I'm going to try building up some of my infrastructure in this approximate area. And we'll also build some extra naval bases down over here for supply purposes. I don't know how much of a difference it'll make, but we'll try. So Japan is no longer fabricating against me. I guess they do have their claims since they've already attacked the Dutch at this point, the Dutch East Indies. So at any point now, the Japanese could decide to attack me if they wanted to. That is an important thing to be aware of. Where are your ports? You have one port down here providing all your supply. If I could just find a way to get to that, that would be amazing. I don't think I can get any sort of surround on you, but I can certainly scare you. Free military factories. Sorry, my brain's just like blanking out. I'm trying to think here as I do this stuff. We should get... We're already upgrading all of this. Logistics-wise, we are doing A-okay. I suppose the best thing we probably could do is maybe get some transport planes going again. But is there anything else new I'd like to build? I don't want towed rocket artillery. We already have them motorized for a reason. Yeah, let's go ahead and start building out some more transport planes. I haven't even been building paratroopers so far, and we probably should go ahead and do that now. Let's get some extra Typhoons going. Let's go to our paratroopers. And I want to edit you to be at least 10 combat width, minimum. You'll need engineers, recon, anti-air, logistics, and field hospitals. And you know what? Do I want to go ahead and just make you 20 combat width? Screw it. If we're going to have paratroopers, let's have some pretty good ones. 20 combat width. There we go. And we'll train as many of you as we're allowed to, which it turns out is actually a pretty good amount. Okay, yeah. 14 paratroopers. Hey, that can make a pretty good difference, especially since they are 20 combat width. I like that a lot. Just mostly repairing a few things. We're actually more or less doing pretty well with the resistance here. What about the Mexicans? They still have not attacked me. I think they joined Comintern, but they never joined the war. That gives me some time to respond. I mean, it'd be smart, probably. All right. You know what? Green, apparently you feel like you have a good shot. So why don't you go ahead and start pushing against the Soviets where possible. That appears to have been a mistake. They lied. We cannot fight. I'm a little bit worried that by pushing forward, we're actually going to put ourselves in a position where they can dogpile on me, make me lose morale, back off, and then they break through my fort line. Real quick, can you just come over here and grab this? Thank you. So, purple. I don't like your front line where it currently is. I would like a new front line down over here. Your offensive line is basically to start working your way here. If I can find a way to break across and start joining things up, I will. Well, the good news is we are making some strong pushes here against the Soviets, so he definitely was not prepared to deal with me. Can you... Okay, we're actually already pushing pretty aggressively against all of this. Are you still set to aggressive? Ah, that's part of the problem, is we're being overly aggressive on a lot of this stuff. It's working okay against the Soviets, but that's one of the reasons we're struggling, is we're fighting so aggressively, we're not actually getting a chance to build up our morale and our planning bonus again. I hear something outside. I really hope that is my wife coming home and not the sound of, let's say, a tiny critter in my kitchen, because that's happened before, and it was really upsetting, and I'd much prefer never to have to deal with that again. Thank you very much. Can you get a quick surround on this guy? I think you can. We have unassigned divisions. Just go back to the general garrison force. The British Empire is going to take over all of Southeast Asia, basically. Once we get all this, plus Siam. Not a thing he's going to be able to do. Fortify East Asia in preparation for the Japanese. The Singapore strategy. More coastal forts, or hold Hong Kong, I guess. Influence China? Nah, they don't exist. I don't know how powerful some of these are. Some of them might be really good, like carrier focus and so on. Like, some of this might be amazing. Coerce Spain. What does that do for me? Authoritarian leanings. They start becoming unaligned. Influence their politics. Everyone dislikes nationalist Spain for a while. Or we could fortify the Rock. Protect the Suez would lead to things like coercing Turkey or Greece. Fortify Malta. Balkan strategy. We do want to be able to fight... What does this do for me exactly? Just Malta. I don't know. I guess I'll go ahead and pick up a war goal against Japan in case I decide I want to attack them before they attack me. Where are you sitting right now? Okay, you actually are pushing a little bit. Can you just kill him real quick? See if we can get a surround on this guy. Stop attacking. Go here, grab their supplies in Cameroon. I don't want them having that anymore. He's not landing anything new in India, so that's good. Go ahead and push these guys out. Thank you very much. Okay, the rest of you join the main force. Let's see if we can't get a slight improvement on our front lines over here. How are we doing in terms of those construction projects? Still working on the infrastructure. Supply-wise, how are we doing? Struggling mainly in this general zone. Average infrastructure in the States is 1.6. Yeah, not quite good enough. Too many troops here, but the more we spread out, probably the easier that's going to get. The important thing is we're not being... we're not finding ourselves at a bottleneck leading up through Afghanistan and so on. That's just kind of what it implied that I need to upgrade my supply chain. Right over here, we're doing fine. So, really, we're doing okay. We just need to be upgrading our infrastructure in this general zone. And we're already working on that, conveniently. I would love to go ahead and just integrate some subjects. We apparently have a lot that we could integrate. If I could just get some more political power. That would be fun. Oh, right. Syria's giving me some problems, too. Meh, I don't really care about that. Look at the United States go! Thank you for taking over all of this area. You're doing great. I might even give you some of that land. Alright, let's see. You two go ahead and push these guys out. You stop attacking for a moment. You apparently don't need to be aggressive because you're just getting yourself killed. Okay, so he's retreating. We can get a surround on both of these guys. I'm worrying about small fights, really, when I should be focusing primarily on the front line and what I can be doing to speed this up. Depth mortar charge is done. Good. Except we're not really struggling. We're not really struggling from a naval standpoint right now. I'd like you guys to push here. Get a couple of small cutoffs from his retreat. Dutch East Indies have capitulated to Japan. So they are undoubtedly going to try and attack me very soon. Frankly, I'd be offended if they didn't. Alright, you go here. He is, I think, trying to evacuate his troops. With probably mixed success. But all the more reason that I really want to make sure I grab this port so he can't retreat and he gets completely surrounded. So let's do all that. Okay, unassigned divisions. Just join the garrison order. Free civilian factories. More infrastructure in these areas, please. Thank you. Just as you're fighting, come up behind them and build railroads. It's going to work fantastically. I also would like to have a better airbase in Afghanistan. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade some anti-air here as well. And maybe a couple of forts. It's kind of all I can do at the moment. No one feels very comfortable in attacking the Soviets right now. Like, they've really doubled down here. Do they even have any forts? No, they don't have forts. They just have a lot of entrenchment. I will need a lot more tanks before I can do anything against them. Still training up a bunch more paratroopers. Still working. Nope, we stopped working on infantry. Well, we have enough manpower that we should go ahead and resume that. I'm going to start working on this type of infantry. Let's build out 24 more. Plenty of manpower. That is not an issue. I might need them against the Mexican junta. You never know. How are we doing with resistance in France? Not amazing, but at least it's more or less under control. Better than it was, for certain. You guys just go ahead and kill. Recon company upgraded. Excellent. We're already working on the logistics for supply usage, so that'll be good. Let's go for better engineers for the entrenchment, as well as the ability to cross rivers and so on a little bit more effectively. Let's see. Push, 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 push. Never stop pushing. Well, maybe sometimes stop pushing. Because some of that's not looking great. Let's get some more medium tanks over in the Soviets' face. That breakthrough will certainly help. Afghanistan apparently is taking over all these states, which I guess I'm sort of okay with. Sort of. 1942, we should definitely start working on some upgrades to, let's say, our weapons, infantry equipment. As far as factories are concerned, tell you what, why don't you just go ahead and build up some more naval dockyards and then more military factories and stuff like, I don't know, Ireland. That'll be fine. You're trying, Germany. Credit where it's due. Yes, sir. But you're really not contributing that much. Like, where are the amazing German tanks when you need them? They don't exist. There are no amazing German tanks. It is highly disappointing. Let's see. I would like to get you out of here so I can control this side of the river. Let's do some reinforcements, a little bit of flanking. Not going well, mainly because we are indeed having some supply issues. Yeah. We're actually doing better in supplies than I think we have any right to. This is pretty good so far. Lend-Lease, Opal Blitzes? No, I don't think so. I don't even know what they are, so no. All right, we managed to finish that off completely. I'm going to go ahead and set up a front line against Siam with an offensive line to Bangkok. This is not an important fight right now. This is purely something I... Wait, did I not justify a war goal? Oh, I never did. Go ahead and start justifying a war goal. I forgot. I didn't have enough political power at the time. Can I integrate any subjects? Not quite yet. Japan declares war on the French. Amusing. Japan has called in... We are now fighting on the side of Japan, I just realized. They got automatically joined in the war against France and the Soviets. Wait, does that mean then that Japan now gets to fight the Soviets? It should. Where's diplomacy? So far, no. So far, it looks like the French have not called in the Soviets to assist them. Interesting. By the way, as far as our subjects, it looks like Canada has a little bit more autonomy than I would like. You know, something we could do then? Is probably just start building, like, some infrastructure and other things. Down over here. America's gonna get a bunch. Canada's gonna get a bunch. Like, yeah, let's just start reducing their autonomy by building things. That'll work. Okay, Japan calls in all of their puppets. Again, still not helpful unless you intend on fighting the Soviets alongside me. I would love to join these front lines up completely if possible. Looks like the answer to that is going to be no. So where can I get some transport planes to start delivering supplies? Right here. I'm going to go ahead and get 100 of them. And your goal is to supply drop in this area, in the Great Steppes. Make sure that we have enough. We are questioning the motives of Siam. They have done nothing. Siam's sitting there like, what'd I do? It's like, none. I'm just a warmonger. British Empire. Woo! Development in Australia. We could reduce a lot of their autonomy just by doing things like this. Hold an Imperial Conference. That sounds fun, right? What does this do? Unlocks Imperial Conference decisions for 60 days. Ensure you have political power saved up to make use of these. I can't even read what this does. Imperial Federation. Dominions approved Imperial Federation. Great Britain, known as the Imperial Federation, annex all these stuff. You know what? Let's try it. Let's see what happens. Can I cease being the new British Empire and instead become the Imperial Federation? Because that sounds awesome. And then my theme song gets to be the Star Wars Imperial March. You ever wondered why the villains in Star Wars have British accents? Now you know. We're going to find out if that works for me. Okay. We are distracting the Soviets. That is certainly happening. Is good. Let's try to push these guys back. Siam joins the... Oh, well, that's going to be awkward. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to attack these guys now. All right. Forget Siam. We're not going to worry about them. I was about to end this video, but forget that. That's just not going to happen. Instead, let's see. Mexico still is not joined, so I'm feeling fairly confident about them right now. Let's instead... What do I want to do? Oh. I didn't realize these troops split and decided to go down here to Italy. Well, no wonder they're having a hard time deciding if they can do this. All of you get assigned up there. That's why they're struggling. That's why they're scared. I don't know what I want to do with these guys yet. We could send more troops up here, but that's going to have diminished returns because we don't have the infrastructure for it. So I guess I will send them up to this front line. It'll take a while, but let's see what happens. We may be able to use them. And that's where we're going to end things. So thank you all very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. We're going to take out the Soviets. Then we're going to fight Italy and the Romanians. And then maybe we're going to take out Japan. And see if I can't just become that Imperial Federation that I've heard things about, because it sounds lovely. Hope you enjoyed. Hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.